World Championship.
of slow gameplay.
Absolutely. But we see an orb pick here on the Petra. I think Petra's broken right now. High strength is what you want on orb, as orb is a really great damage building weapon, or KOing option. You obviously have side light, side air. And then AJ's playing Teros, which is a pick we've seen a lot today. It's really good at everything, so you're going to want to see and watch out for a lot of basically anything that the Teros does. You have to avoid it as MegD.
Yeah, MegD is interesting in that, like, he's had gauntlets for a long time now, and his previous teammate of Radish did have a pretty solid orb game, so I likely could have picked up some of that. Now's a great time for MegD to make that swap over, especially because, like, his usual picks of, like, Asuri and Val, not really meta favored right now.
Yeah, no, sword being quite punishable is not a great place to be.
Wow.
Speaking of punishable, D-Light into side air.
That was early.
Yeah, less than a minute, and the stock is gone. Less than 10 hits, and the stock is gone.
Okay, not going to deny the weapon there. Instead, just going to go for the punish. Got him with that down air. Already trying to rack up onto the second stock. MegD not really sticking with either weapon. He's been unarmed for more of it than I feel like any weapon.
Nice snare there, going for the downlight as well. Side light into nothing as MegD is unable to get those extended spring. AJ was like, this is not working. I'm going to throw the weapon away immediately and pick up a hammer. Go to a wake up immediate N-sig.
Yep, pick up heavy button. Still catches opponents off guard. MegD was jumping. Almost a full stock advantage now in favor of AJ.
Side light into recovery, getting the scoop with the down air into the nair, but no connection on the nair that time. AJ racking on quite a bit of damage and having that leak to his favor. Daylight into side air, not enough to KO, but right now, MegD is struggling for answers.
Down sig gonna hit. A gravity cancel at that half jump height. MegD had nowhere to go, and now AG sitting on 3 stocks to the one of MegD.
PR number 36 now with an opportunity to upset PR number 10, a long-time veteran of the game, as AJ shows the strength of this new meta pick on the Terrace. The axe in hand getting so much damage onto MegD. MegD struggling to even find a single hit here. Trying to land with an aerial, does land with a side air, catching AJ, trying to shark underneath him.
Landing side air from MegD. Doesn't go for the gravity cancel. Instead, spot dodges just in place to eat that recovery. AJ still swinging unarmed.
Oh, nice dash jump, turn, cross up side air, an immediate scoop there. Not giving MegD any opportunity to really try to play passively. The side air does find the KO, so an opportunity now. It's never over till it is, but this is basically over as AJ needs 3 or 4 more hits. MegD has to play flawlessly to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, AJ's got to give him a gimme, and that's not going to be it. Downlight ground pound. AJ with a convincing game number 1. I thought for a second Balloon Boys turned away. I thought that was MegD. He was just like so done, he immediately turns away.
That's a 3-0. That's a JV3 stock for AJ there. That's a big deal. Taking no extra damage on that secondary stock. That GCN sig was really, really good. Kind of similar to what players do unarmed with breakdance, but instead there has a lot more force to it and a lot more potency, both vertically and horizontally. And a great mix-up there. The side air, a lot of people hit a unarmed side air and doesn't send very far away, so they use the time to dash land back on the stage and like dash around or pick up a weapon. But that time, instead of going for that, he GC D-lighted to cover MegD trying to like take the space back, and he got hit by the ground pound after. Really, really cool from AJ. Kind of showing off that swagger and showing off that confidence he needs to upset PR number 10 in North America.
I will say, like, as a fan of the game, I do believe AJ is a long-time Teros main, specifically because, like, most Teros mains are, if they're not Roman Reignsing, they're playing the Yeti Teros, and they've got the snow shovel, axe, and hammer. Like, that's like the outfit.
I think that was like
Teros.
Luna, right?
Yeah.
Who like started that with the shovels. You know, I was watching a match with Roman Reigns in it, like in real life.
Okay.
And I was like, so what is the association with a shovel? I'm like, I was like,
where's his shovel?
Where is his shovel
confused.
at? Like, what? His theming isn't very shovel to me. And then Lestick was like, no, there's no shovel. I'm like, oh, I'm confused
Roman
now.
Reigns, he's doing it wrong.
Yeah, I was
What's
like,
going on?
Like, I haven't even seen one shovel yet, and he has 2 of them.
When does he hit someone with a dog? I'm so confused. Game number 2, though, AJ won that last one quite convincingly. A little surprised to see MegD still sticking with the Petra, but maybe he's going to try to go to the patented slowdown. If he can, I don't know. AJ is kind of playing aggressive right now.
Yeah, it's definitely tough to see, but MegD gets an end light there. Get some party started, and he's trying to go for a lot of this movement, but AJ's been really good at being very prophylactic, like using these weapon tosses to stop like really insane movement from MegD. Proactive in a sense as well, throwing out these hitboxes so that MegD can't jump. You see that there with the side air, but a nice pickup there from MegD, side light into nair into side air. Nice damage, nice rising side air as well.
Yeah, good from AJ. Waited for MegD to leak a little too close there, but MegD able to get a pickup off that neutral there. He's in a great spot here. Once again, no down sig likely. Oh, I thought he was going to go back, throw out that down air and go for the falling side air. That caught AJ earlier.
Okay, nice down air attempt from AJ, trying to get some space to land, but the recovery will find the KO. And MegD with a complete script change, taking that first stock very dominantly.
Figured out what he needed to do. Weapon spawn right on top of MegD, so he's able to get a punish onto AJ.
Love this movement so far. Nice downlight there to try to catch a jump from AJ, but overall controlling the pace there with the orb, very important.
Weapon toss in the face of MegD. AJ going high this time.
Nice movement. Love to see that. Both players kind of feeling out where they can hit those buttons, because it's really tough to really come out on top when you play somebody with such good movement, but AJ saying, I'll show you what comes out on top. A side air on the hammer to find that stock.
Yep, and I like him. Ooh, I was going to say, I like him sticking with the axe. I also like him, obviously, weapon starving. That's a good thing. But I think axe, with the way that MegD is moving around him, is very helpful just because of those large hitboxes. Stomp, scoop up.
Not enough. For the side light there, but MegD whip punishing him very well, catching AJ, trying to land off that platform with a dash and gets caught with an air into GCN light. True combo.
MegD backing away. Yeah, I was going to say likely looking for a side light there for that easy side light side air. Instead, it's just mere recovery, catching him moving off that soft platform. MegD definitely chipping away at AJ.
Utilizing all the movement he can. Nice scoop there with the side light, but it's much more than that. Another pickup from MegD as he's slowly cycling the weapons and slowly whittling away at AJ's last stock in game number 2.
This is the down air. Just wiggling.
Down light into
AJ
side
able
light.
to dodge, yeah. Good reaction there from AJ. Saw that the axe toss went too far, but still was able to get neutral light out in time.
Okay, a dash forward end light from MegD to close in the distance. AJ avoiding the weapon toss. Still fighting for this game though, AJ. He's like, he knows that he's able to steal a game away quite easily.
Where's the punish?
Terros. Tough punish.
Went for the scoop there.
Looking for that down light and looking for that side air as well, as MegD gets the side air of his own and going, not going to go off stage, he's going to hold this center stage. Nice end light. Boom, that's a KO. That's a game number 2 going to MegD.
Yep. He's nonplussed. He knew exactly what he needed to do to make that adjustment. Now the options are on AJ. Is he going to make an adjustment in response to MegD? MegD definitely was able to slow that one down a little bit more. I saw AJ losing out in the neutral a lot more, was struggling to find those hits onto MegD.
Yeah, it's really cool to see MegD using that orb gameplay very well. Catching landings with side light is a very classic orb win condition, as well as continuing the juggle versus AJ. It's so crazy how confidently AJ won game number 1 and how just completely in control MegD was. Look at that damage split being almost even between the two weapons. AJ getting nothing on the axe, the previous weapon that did the most damage in the last game. It's cool to see AJ there, or sorry, MegD adapt in a big way.
Yeah, really shut down the axe of AJ. Generally speaking, it looked like AJ's game plan was kind of like build up damage with the axe, finish off with that hammer whenever possible. We'll see if we can get back to that game plan.
So far, no players have hit any buttons. The same player, AJ, that was able to take a stock before first minute. I think the days of that, or I guess the games of that tempo, are gone as MegD looks to slow it down a lot, and it works out in his favor.
Yeah, MegD definitely going to try to play that game of just like, we'll go blow for blow, because MegD has that potential to go for more than one blow if he gets the right dodge read.
Nice snare there.
AJ just swinging for neutral airs, trying to catch that aerial movement of MegD.
Okay. Looking for it all there with that side air, but doesn't find it. The nair comes out from MegD, but he doesn't punish as AJ leading in the damage, but not for long as MegD gets that end light. The side air will connect as well as the weapon toss. And AJ sharking for that KO. Can't find it with the end light, though.
And that was the best position AJ had there with MegD disarmed on the right side, but that soft platform helping out MegD. The ground pound going to land onto him, but it's not going to KO.
He barely makes it back with the recovery. Downer almost coming out,
Down
but doesn't
sig?
find it. Yeah, big down tick from AJ, and that's going to be a stock lead for him.
Still able to deny some weapon pickups. There's MegD back to the gauntlets. Does he have a setup for the recovery?
Okay. Doesn't KO when the weapon toss from both players as MegD picks up an orb. Sidelight into side air will find the KO. And MegD evens up the stocks very, very quickly. And he's happy to do so for sure.
Where's the weapon spawn? Right side. AJ once again has the axe. Not throwing out any downlights. Instead, it's the weapon toss to try to open up MegD. Once again, blow for blow.
Okay, gets the party started with the down air. Goes for a ground pound read.
Went for a downlight there, expecting MegD to jump. Didn't work out for him. Two-piece, MegD high enough to avoid that recovery.
Nice pickup with that recovery. MegD sending AJ off stage as well. The downlight tries to scoop underneath the wall there, but doesn't find it.
Interesting, man. AJ was in position, didn't go for a recovery, instead went up with the neutral air.
Weapon toss upwards into the meteor or pickup, tries to stuff out a jump with that downer, but doesn't find it. A downer from AJ looking to scoop and score, but can't find it as the side air comes out from MegD with punish. And that's a stock lead for MegD. The chance to lead the set 2-1 if he can close out this stock comfortably.
All right, AJ back onto the axe. Going to be a little bit harder to finish off the stock. Yeah, his general option has been to go for that down signature. I think MegD's honed in on it. He's likely going to try to outspace, and now it's AJ onto the hammer. Needs that one right hit.
Okay, sending off stage. The movement from MegD, I love that. Not really swinging until he knows he can, but as I say that, he tries to go for a scoop sidelight. He sees the dodge, but AJ cancels with the gravity cancel down sig, and we take the stock with it.
Yep, high risk, high reward there attempt from AJ as he goes for the gravity cancel, trying to just catch MegD. Went for something wild there. It worked out, but he's still behind. No swings for a good 10 seconds there. Both of them trying to get that punish game.
There it is, sidelight into side air. Recovery, barely able to dodge through that one. When landing with the side air, doesn't find it. MegD continues to push on. The weapon toss as well. Downlight into recovery, doesn't connect. AJ trying to land back down with the GC downlight as well, but a big end sig now. MegD stuck off stage. The ground pound comes out, and AJ. It's not the option you need to see here.
Nice.
Oh, big whip punish.
The side light there. AJ able to get the punish. Downlight into the side air.
Side to KOs on hammer. I think AJ knows it. I think MegD knows it too.
This is the side light. This is the side air.
Ooh, boom, boom. Is that enough to KO? Yes, it is. MegD taking game number 3 and leading the set after 2 back-to-back wins there.
It's really on AJ to make some sort of adjustment. His general game plan has been to try to chase down MegD. A lot of it with those weapon tosses hasn't always worked out in his favor.
MegD, I feel like definitely AJ is forced to play into MegD's pacing. I wonder if we're going to see AJ kind of come out of the gate swinging in the next game, where he's trying to like speed up the game, because we saw game number 1, he was able to like really just speed run stocks and speed run damage, and it's completely different shades or a completely different gameplay in those last 2 games.
Yeah, I'm thinking about the map picks. AJ can't 100% force it to Small World's End. He'll likely get rid of any triplats. I'd be very surprised if he leaves those on the board. But yeah, generally you're going to want as few platforms as possible when you got someone like MegD. Instead, he's going to make the swap over to Brawlhalla for game number 4. Wants something a little bit faster.
I mean, maybe it will work, but I highly doubt it. I think having such low defense versus a high strength Petra, as well as Sword being very punishable. Sword is maybe Orb is Sword's worst matchup, because Sidelight punishes literally everything. If you with anything, you get hit by Sidelight into a combo. This is really, really tough for AJ. It's tough for me to see the vision, but like maybe you could see the vision. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's a similar game plan, but wanting to be faster. That's generally, he wants to get whiff punished less. That's the one thing that Brawlhalla brings to the table over most of the Axe Legends is she's got really high dexterity in comparison.
Oh, and MegD setting AJ off stage, not wanting to push his advantage on the wall. He tries to do that there, but AJ just crosses through it now with an opportunity to flip it. But no, MegD gets back on stage with a sidelight into Nair. AJ gets back with a side air of his own, though.
Swaps over to the sword here. He's got to be careful, like you said.
Nice dodge.
Okay, one side air. Goes for the gravity cancel downlight. That's easy money for MegD. Unfortunate that he couldn't get a third hit there.
Side air, the end light comes out as well, and now MegD looking to get that KO on the AJ. Goes for the down air there, but doesn't find the nair. The down air does punish MegD trying to jump and contest that aerial space.
Downlight, down air. AJ wanting more damage onto MegD. Knows that he doesn't have quite the same strength that Teros does, but it's going to be MegD with that first KO.
Here we go. MegD with an opportunity here to close out the set. Can you snowball this lead? Can you make it count? AJ, one hit away potentially from taking the stock here. Forcing game 5 is going to be the name of the game for him.
Slight whiffs here coming out from AJ. Couldn't get that N-Sig, couldn't get that neutral light. He wants the sword for the easy KO tool. Pick up, side air. Likely going to throw it away and go back to the axe.
Okay, no, hold on to the sword.
He wants the sword.
I don't like this pick. Hopefully MegD is able to punish it with his orb. Really, really bad matchup, I think, at least. Punish. Punish. Can't whiff those down airs anymore. Nice downlight to overshoot and punish AJ trying to jump over him. Great anti-air option, another anti-air, and we primed another sword as well, so you can't even get out of this nightmare for a while.
This is a sidelight. Once again, MegD able to get him back. Opens up with a weapon toss, but he doesn't get anything after it, so it's not a lot of damage. And once again, MegD punishing with the side air.
He's like above the stage of him, and he's able to just get those reaction tests with a fast fall downwards into those side airs. So tough for AJ to really get away with anything, even on high dexterity.
Throws it away. Over to the axe. MegD, though, has so much damage built up onto AJ. Another recovery.
Low defense relatively as well. See MegD now picking up the gauntlets, looking to get that damage build, and then close out the stock with the orb. Classic combination. No, just weapon toss is trying to weapon starve AJ now, going for the big nair there. Doesn't find it. Neither does he find the recovery, but the end light comes out, and MegD now swapping over the gauntlets, forcing AJ off stage. AJ makes it back with an unarmed recovery into an unarmed recovery, but now a sword online. Not great.
Still not finding those hits that he wants. Gets that side air. Down sig, a little bit crazy there because he just put that one into the wall. MegD.
Nice.
Getting more damage. Side air, not going to hit for AJ.
Here we go on the orb. AJ looking to get something going on the unarmed even here. We pick up another axe, and then MegD gets a downlight into Nair. That's a lot of nice damage there as you have that 8 strength on the Petra.
And MegD floating up in the sky. AJ decides to go for a jump. Gravity cancel down sig, and MegD gets so much damage built up because of it.
True combo. Sidelight into side air. Is it enough to KO? Not quite, but you pick up an orb, and one more goes for the ground pound there. Nice dodge too from AJ, though, holding on to his stock for dear life, holding on to his winner side run, but MegD looks quite unstoppable here.
Yeah, it feels like MegD's just kind of been this big brick wall moving forward onto AJ, and AJ does not have any more answers to it. And just to avoid that recovery, but he's playing on a sliver of a stock. There's one. Imagine the AJ God play. Lightning comes down from the heavens and he gets the stock.
The photon changes the 1 to a 0, but there it won't be as MegD finds the landing side air to close out the set with a 3-1 victory over AJ. Moves forward in winner side.
Yeah, that was a convincing finish from MegD. Lost game number 1, but immediately made that adjustment. Convincing game 2, 3, and 4, and that's MegD continuing on the winner side. I believe that puts him into the top 32 of those.
Good to see MegD kind of returning to form, PR number 10 in North America, and showing, hey, sometimes I still got it. I kind of want to see MegD